All right. Just put something in the chat and let us know if you can hear us. Just give us a thumbs up or something to let us know that you can hear us, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right. Got a no on that. It looks good on this end. Let's see. Okay. All right. Great. Audio is coming through. Good. Great. Thank you. All right. So this is the beginning of the cycle, investment cycle. So this is really good. Everyone wants to start during the beginning of the cycle because then you can make the most money. Okay, because your money has a longer period of time to mature, to compound, and to grow. All right, and then you also have enough time to draw money out as well. So that's why it's really good to start at the beginning of a cycle. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with exactly how to set everything up. Everything. All right. So let's start with this over here. Okay. So this right here, this is KeePass. If you have an Android phone, a Windows computer, then you want to come to this website, keepass.info, and you want to install KeePass. All right. If you want to use your phone, if you have an Android phone, then you can go to the Google Play Store. You can go to the Google Play Store, and you can go to KeePass. All right. So this right here, this is for, if you come in here, this is for a computer. So if you have a Windows computer that you're using, you can download KeePass and go ahead and set it up. You can download KeePass and you can go ahead and set it up. If you want to use your phone, then let's use this over here. We'll go right over here. It's actually called KeePass to Android. Okay. If you're using your phone, an Android phone, then you want to search for this app, KeePass to Android. It looks just like this with this green icon made by this guy, Philip. KeePass to Android. All right. So you have the Windows app, the Windows program, or the Android app that you can download. You can do that right now. If you have iOS, or a Mac, then you want to use, let's move that around, then you want to use Bitwarden right here. Bitwarden. So for Android, use KeePass. For iOS, use Bitwarden. Okay? Hey, party. All right, so Bitwarden if you have iOS, and KeePass if you have Android or a Windows phone, a Windows computer. Okay, so do that, and we're going to show you how to set this up. We're going to use KeePass because that's what we're used to. We don't really mess with Apple and iOS over here. So let me see if that's set up. Okay, great. So when you come into KeePass, you're going to create a new database. Okay, you're going to create a new database. Now, very important, it's automatically going to be set to local file, but you can change it to be anything. You could change it to be on a USB drive. You can change it to be in a cloud storage. Okay, and preferably you want it to be in a cloud storage because then you can access your database anywhere, right? So if you click on here, you see you can pick Dropbox, you can pick Google Drive, OneDrive, you can pick your own server if you have one. Okay, those are the usual things. You have OwnCloud and pCloud, but most people are going to use Dropbox, Google Drive, OneDrive. You know, some of us are going to use our own server if you have one. So once you pick one of these areas, okay, you're going to have to sign into your Dropbox or sign into your Google Drive or sign into your OneDrive account, but then you can use that location to store your database. Okay, this is very important. You're going to use this location to store your database. All right, we don't have that set up on this machine right here, so we're just going to go here and we're going to use this location. All right, so and then you're going to pick your password. So now this password here, this is basically the only password that you need to remember. All right, great. You just installed it on Android. Great. This is the only password that you need to remember. So you want to make it something memorable, something that you're going to remember, but also a nice long password. So it could be a phrase like, and we'll make it visible here. So you see, that's over 20 characters right there. That's over 20 characters. So that's a pretty decent password. I think I see what's going on here. All right. So that's a pretty decent password. So once you put in your password, remember, it's got to be memorable and it's also got to be long. So a phrase is pretty good to use. Phrases are normally pretty good to use. Instead of something like JY2175, you know, no one's going to remember that. But if maybe you put in, I don't know, the names of your siblings backwards, you know, something like that, with a birth date or something in there, you know, something memorable. It's got to be something memorable. The streets that you've lived on in reverse chronological order. You know, I'm just giving you ideas. I'm giving you ideas. Something that you're going to remember, but other people probably would never know and they wouldn't be able to think of it. Okay? So, create your password. And then you're going to use a key file. Over here it says key file. This adds another layer of protection. This adds another layer of protection. So if you use a key file, you can use pretty much anything as a key file. You can use an audio file, a picture, a PDF, a document. You can use almost any document as a key file. Okay, so we're going to use this because that's what's on this machine. And we got to fix this location. All right, so now very important with this key file is that the key file cannot be modified. It cannot be changed. It has to be the same thing today and tomorrow, and it has to be the same file, 10, 20, 30 years from now. The key file cannot be changed. It cannot be modified. So now this is the only thing that you have to remember is your password, the key file, that's it. And you can put all your passwords, all your sensitive information in this database. Okay? So we're going to create database. And it's saying, is your database backed up? Okay? Do you remember the location? Do you understand that, that you're only going to have access if you remember your password and everything? So yes, I understand, or you can hit show again or whatever, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to click this plus sign. We're going to create a new folder for crypto. Okay, we're creating a new folder for crypto. And it could be anything. You could create a new folder for banking. You could create a new folder for personal. You could create a new folder for kids. Okay, this database can hold anything you want. All right, now we're going to go into crypto. Hit the plus sign again. Hit this little key up here. We're going to create an entry, standard entry. See, you can create one for your credit card, email addresses. You don't have to remember your email passwords. You don't have to remember your ID numbers or anything, your Wi-Fi passwords. You can keep all that stuff secure in this database. So that's why this is so cool. So we're going to create a standard entry. We're going to call this one BitPay. Then we're going to come down here to the password, click this plus sign, and okay, this one is already set up for doing 128 long character long passwords. Yours may not be set up like that, so you want to create a long password. I mean, if you can put in 156 or whatever, as long as you want to make it with all the uppercase and lowercase and minus signs and underscores and everything, you want to make this a really, really, really good password. Okay, no one will ever remember this. Right? No one's ever going to remember this, and it's basically impossible for a computer to crack this. It would take like a million years to crack this with a brute force attack. Literally, a 256-bit password would take probably 1 billion years to crack. Yeah, this will definitely be available afterwards. So if you got to come back to it and look at it again, don't worry about it. All right. So in Bitwarden, we've never installed it. We just read the reviews and we know that it's, pretty good. Everyone likes it and it's open source, which is really good as well. So Bitwarden is going to look completely different than this, but I'm positive that it's going to have the same options inside of Bitwarden. Okay, so if you're using a Mac or your iOS, your iPhone, an iPad or anything, and you're using that to set everything up, I'm positive that it's going to have the same type of options. Okay, so this super long password, we're going to use this for our BitPay, for our wallet. Okay, so we're going to accept that, and that's BitPay there, and we're going to hit save. Okay, so now BitPay is saved. All right, so now the next thing we have to do is we got to go to BitPay. All right, so let's go to BitPay, and everyone can install this. Doesn't matter if you have an Android, iPhone, whatever. Everyone can install BitPay. So let's bring up that window. Make sure I'm bringing up the right thing. Okay, just go to bitpay.com. Go to bitpay.com. Okay, so BitPay is pretty good. They have an open source wallet. With this stuff, it's good to go with open source technology, because that means other people can verify that it's good. Okay, so BitPay is open source, Bitwarden is open source, KeePass is open source, and a lot of developers get together and work on it and make sure it's working good, and other people can test the code and everything like that. So you, at all possible, go with open source tech, because it's more dependable. Okay, other people can test it and everything. Whereas if it was from some little company and there was something wrong with it, there was a vulnerability in it, no one would ever know, except for some hacker, right? And then they don't have to tell anybody. They could just start, stealing people's information. So with open source tech, it's better because everyone can test it, everyone can verify it. So BitPay, we're going to go over here. We're going to personal, yeah. Continue. No, that's not it. We just want to download. Where is it? Personal. Here we go. Get the BitPay wallet. Get the BitPay wallet. That was for the card. We just want the wallet. So when we come over here, so you can download it for iOS, you can download it for Google Play, and you saw the card, that little MasterCard that they have there. That allows you to use your Bitcoin just like if it was a bank card. You can also put BitPay on your Linux devices, Windows devices. See, it might be down here. I saw it somewhere. Yeah, so see down here, you can get BitPay for Apple, iOS, Android, Windows, Linux. It's all over. It's all over the place. Okay? So go ahead, get BitPay. And did we open that up? Let's go ahead and set that up. So once you have BitPay, we're going to come in here. Let's open that up. I hope this shows up on the screen. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a different window, because here's BitPay. See if that still looks good. Okay, cool. When you come into BitPay for the first time, it's not gonna look like this. You're gonna go through the prompts and everything. You're gonna go through the prompts, click get started, go to the right, all that stuff and everything. And it's gonna ask about creating a new wallet. So what we want to do is, I'm gonna do it with you too. I'm just gonna create a new wallet from in here. Okay. So you're going to get to a screen just like this. This is the first main screen for setting up your wallet. All right. All these options, they don't really matter. You can mess with them later. Just go ahead and click create. Okay. It's going to give you a 12-word phrase. It's going to give you 12 words. Those 12 words are the most important thing to your wallet, period. Okay? Those 12 words are the most important thing to your wallet, period. And those 12 words, that's one of the reasons why you have KeePass or Bitwarden. Because you need to store those 12 words somewhere safe. And putting in your Bible or putting it, on a counter or something like that, that's not going to work. You need to put it somewhere safe, because these 12 words unlock everything. Everything. All of your money is secured by these 12 words. I hope I'm getting the importance to you. All right. So, okay, got it. I've told them. These are very important. Would you like to protect this wallet with a password? Yes, definitely. Okay, what's the password? The password is going to be the one from our KeePass. Okay, so we're going to go into KeePass. Are you getting this? Let me make sure bring this up. It's going to ask, do you want to use a password? Yes. What password do you want to use? Do you want to use a simple password? No, not to protect my money. No, we want to use this super long password right here. So go ahead, copy the clipboard. Let's go back into BitPay. Paste that super long password in there. And it says do it again. Make sure you got it using the same password. It says yes, great. Boom, you just created your wallet. But now we have to back up that wallet. So when I go into this wallet here, it says needs backup. Making sure everybody's there. It says needs backup. Is this showing right? Wait a minute. Are y'all seeing everything? Because I'm seeing something weird on the console here. Just let me know if you're seeing everything. Okay, it looks like it's coming through. Are you guys seeing everything? Okay, yeah. All right, cool. So it needs a backup. All right, so I'm gonna click backup. It wants the password again. Anytime you have to do in transactions, anytime you send money, okay, you have to put your password in. So this is the super important part. Here's the first word, and it's telling you this phrase is composed of 12 random words. You have to write them down in the order that they appear. So the first word comes first, second word second, third. It has to be in the exact same order. Okay? So we're going to take each word, we're going to put it into KeePass. Okay, so we're going to edit this. We're going to put in an additional string. Recovery key, recovery words, whatever you want to call it. And you're going to put each word in this additional string. Okay, and make sure it's protected. Make sure it's protected. On the Windows version, I'm pretty sure you have to click this. It's going to say memory protection or something like that. You have to click this. Okay, so click yeah, we got it, we understand. Mine might be getting screwed up from this. All right. So once you put in each word, you're going to go to next, and you're going to take the next word. So we're going to go back to KeePass, and we'll put in the next word. And we'll do that for each word, each of the 12 words for that wallet. We're going to do that for each word for that wallet. There's like a really long delay, it seems like. I don't know if I can get rid of it. Oh, what? Doesn't look like I can get rid of it. Okay. All right. So do that for each word, each of the 12 words. Make sure you store it. Make sure you save it. And then once you're finished in KeePass, you're going to click OK. And then you click Save. Click Save. Okay? Once you have it all together, click Save. So now it's saved and it's encrypted and everything. All right? So now once you're done with that, and I don't need this wallet, so I'm just going to back out of here and get rid of it. Once you're done with that, then you're going to come over here. So there's a few wallets in here. I mean, we could use this one. This one looks like it has some money in it. No, that's not the right area. We're gonna come over here to the home page. Click on the home page. Click on the home page over here on the bottom. Then click on Bitcoin. And now you're going to click Buy Bitcoin. Okay? Now, you can put in whatever amount you want. Okay? It really doesn't matter. The more Bitcoin you get, the less you'll pay in fees. The more Bitcoin you get, the less you'll pay in fees. Also, Bitcoin is basically an asset. Okay? Some people look at it as a commodity, but it increases in value. Bitcoin increases in value. It used to be 9,000. It used to be 2,000. Okay? Now it's close to $12,000 for one Bitcoin. Okay? So Bitcoin is going to increase in value. So if you get $500 in Bitcoin, your $500 is going to decrease in value. That Bitcoin is probably going to increase in value. But do whatever you want. I would say get at least $200, but you know, whatever you feel comfortable with. All right. Now it's saying choose the wallet. If you only have one wallet, we set up a different one. So if we got, see, this wallet has, that wallet had over $1,000 in it. So we can use that to buy some more Bitcoin. You see? Now, look at the fees. The fees are about almost 6%. Almost 6%. If I change this to, let's say, $500, now the fees dropped to a little over 4%. You see? So again, it's up to you. You can get $50. You'll end up paying $60 total, pretty much. Well, they're gonna say 50 minus the 10. So you're only gonna get $40 worth. So you put enough so that way you can cover for the fees. That's all I'm saying. Put enough so you can cover for any fees, you know, or what have you. Plus, there's going to be minor fees and network fees and everything like that. So, the more you can get, the better, because it's going to cost you less in the long run. If you could put $100, put $100. Okay, because then you'll end up getting more for your money. All right. So then you're going to go ahead and click continue to Simplex. And let me see what happens here, because this machine isn't normal. Okay, great. So this takes you to the browser, and this will let you set up your account with Simplex. Okay, that's an exchange. Simplex is just an exchange. It's like not Coinbase, but it's like it's like going to Xcoins or CoinMama and all those places. Okay, so here you put in your debit card number, debit card, not a credit card. You can put in a credit card, but it's going to charge you more in fees. See, a credit card might incur a cash advance fee. Okay. So, if you could put in a debit card, use a debit card instead. Put in all the information, etc., address. Make sure all this information is correct. All this information has to be correct, and you go ahead and click Pay Now. All right? We already have some Bitcoin, so we're not going to do that. But if you don't have any Bitcoin, and so you need to buy some, go ahead, put in your debit card, put in your information. Most likely they're going to have you verify your information. So make sure all your information is correct, and then go ahead and pay now. Okay? So it's going to take about maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes for you to get your Bitcoin. And once your Bitcoin ends up in your wallet, down here's your wallet. Oh, what did I say? I said Bitcoin was around, it's 11,700. So once the Bitcoin ends up in your wallet, right? Like over here, this wallet has some money in it. Has 1,200 in it or so. Once the Bitcoin ends up in your wallet, then you can go on to the next part. Okay? So let me just check real quick, see if anybody has any questions or anything. Everyone's all good? Okay, so let's go on to the next part, which is going in to Crypto 300 and doing that whole process. All right, so let's switch over to that. Give me a sec. Once you set everything up, you won't have any issues anymore. everything's gonna flow like water. Everything's gonna flow like water once you have everything set up. But you don't want to rush through this, because if you rush through this and you don't have your keys saved, you don't have your recovery key saved, you don't have a really nice password set up. Okay, good. If you don't have a really nice password set up, then you could make a ton of money, and then someone could literally steal it. Someone could literally take it. Or you can lose access to it because you don't have your recovery keys and everything else set up. All right, so now we're in here, and as you can see, we're gonna set up this person's account. This is a friend's account. We're gonna set this up for them. So right now it's at 10%. That's good. We're at the beginning of the cycle. So let's go ahead and let's set this up. I think they already got their pack. They probably didn't. But let's set this up for them. So we're going to go to the wallet right over here. Going to go to the wallet. This is one of the main areas. It's trying to load recent transactions. There were none. So we're going to add funds. We're going to add funds because there's no money in here. So we need to add funds. So we're going to come in here. Oh, they kicked us out. All right, let's log back in. We're trying. Do it from scratch. Okay. That's why they kicked us out. They're not doing deposits right now. They had just started this cycle, so they probably still have a few things getting ready. Let me see, what can I show you? I can still show you something else. Let me see. We'll set this up. They won't let you, they probably won't let you buy it. Go in here to buy or anything either, right? Let's see. Yeah, that's probably why it's showing like that. They have it looks like they have certain things under maintenance because it's the new cycle and it just started today. So what we're gonna do is this. They won't let me fund it still. Let's see. Gonna try again. Let's see, add funds. Oh, okay. It came up. All right, so let's see if this works. So we're gonna add we'll add 1,000 to this. Yeah. It looks like they're still updating something because it doesn't work like that. Once you put in the number here, it's going to say add funds. Okay, you can see it now. All right. Once you get to this part, you're going to go to the wallet. You're going to click add funds. It's going to tell you that you have to add funds. And you'll put in your amount. If you want to put in $50, you can put in $50, or whatever you want to put in. Okay. Then you're going to click fund this amount, and it's going to give you an address. And I'm going to see if I can find a pic of it real quick so we can show you. It's going to give you an address. You have to take that, and it's going to show a QR code as well. You have to take that address and you take it into BitPay. So if I'm in BitPay, make sure you guys can see this. If I'm in BitPay and it gives me the address, right? I can send, and then I can paste the address right here. See, it says enter address. So I could paste the address right in here. Or if I hit this, the scanner here, this will open up the camera and you can scan the QR code with your phone. So if you come into BitPay and you click send, you come into your wallet and you click send, you can send funds directly from your wallet to Crypto 300. You just put in the address, you can paste the address in here, or you click this scanner here, this icon of a scanner, and you can take a photo. Not a photo, you're going to scan the QR code with your phone. Then of course you got to put in your long password to confirm that that's what you want to do. Okay? No one can just take your wallet and just start sending money out. They have to know that password. Okay? So, and then probably in about 20 minutes or so, you'll get an email stating that the funds have been transferred. You'll get an email stating that the funds have been transferred. So I'm going to show you here, because I have... Okay, this one, I think. Let's see. Not that one. This one. All right, let me see if I can show this to you. No, that's not right. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. So right here, this is what it looks like. When you come into your wallet, you're going to put in the amount, and then it's going to give you an address. When you click fund this amount, it gives you an address. So see, it has a QR code and it has the address in green. Okay, so you can go into BitPay. And you can click send in BitPay. Right? You click send in BitPay, and then you can either paste the address in here, or you can scan the QR code here. All right, and then right after that, probably about 20 minutes or so after you send the funds, I'll show you an example of what you're going to see. you're going to get an email stating that the funds have been received. You're going to get an email showing you that the funds have been received. So then you can log back in to your Crypto 300, okay? And then you can actually go ahead and purchase your packs. So I'm actually going to show you this here. So this was before. This is maybe about 2 weeks ago. So you would come in here, whatever the percentage is, you click on the on whatever the percentage is, 10%, 11%, 12%, 15%, okay? Because that's gonna, if you click on the premium crypto packs, you're gonna get that percentage daily, versus the standard crypto packs, you only get 0.5%, which is still good, but it's 0.5%, you know, it's not 10%. So go ahead, click buy premium packs. And then you're going to use the funds that are in your wallet, because now you're going to have that $50 or $500 or $1,000, whatever it is, you're going to have it in your wallet now. So then you'll be able to use the funds in your wallet to purchase the packs that you want. And remember, it's $10 per pack. So if you have $1,000, that's 100 packs. You have $50, that's 5 packs. So you confirm it, and once you confirm it, you go ahead, you click get paid. And now it's going to show, hey, now you have all these packs. So remember, if you had $1,000, you're going to have 100 packs. Click get paid again. Boom, and that's it. You're good. So it's going to show that you got paid that 10% or 12% or 15% on those packs, on those premium crypto packs. It has to be a premium. It can't be the standard crypto packs. So now, here's the big thing. Let's say if you had $1,000, right? You got 10% on that $1,000. Okay. What most people do is they go, "Oh, I just got $100 off of my $1,000, right? I put in 1,000 and I just got 100 because it's 10%, right?" And what they'll do is they'll go ahead and they'll withdraw all the money. That's what most people do. They go ahead, they withdraw it, and they go down and they withdraw it to their Bitcoin. And that, by the way, tells you how long it's going to take to process the withdrawal. So here it's showing it's going to take about 5 days if you do a normal withdrawal. It could take longer. It could take a week. It could take 2 weeks. If there's a lot of withdrawal requests, and especially if you're at the end of the cycle, it may not even go through, because there are express withdrawals and there are normal withdrawals. If you do a normal withdrawal, then you're on the bottom of the list. If you do an express withdrawal, okay, Express 4 is at the top of the list. Express 3 is next. Express 2 is next. Express 1 is next. And then normal. So you never want to do a normal withdrawal, basically. Okay? You always want to do an express withdrawal, you want to do the fastest express withdrawal. Okay. Hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just message us, email us, anything. So now most people, they're going to go ahead, they were going to withdraw, right? And they're going to pull out their money. Now, with this account, see it had $159 and change, right? You can see that here. If you put in the 159, then you're doing a normal withdrawal, and it's going to take 5 days, a week, 2 weeks, whatever. Okay? Whereas if you do the highest express withdrawal, so express level 3, okay, is the highest one. That's the fastest one available at this time. So you're going to put in the 157.40, right? That's what most people do. That's what most people do. If you want to make the most money, though, that's not what you should do. Okay? Most people do this. They come in, they withdraw, they do an express withdrawal, they confirm it, and they get a notification. Okay, yeah, we're going to process that. That's fine. But if you do that, you're missing out. Okay? If you do this, you're missing out. You're missing out on a lot of money. Okay? We took, $300. This account that was $300. We took $300, turned it into $1,200. We took $4,800, turned it into $23,000. And we didn't do it by doing this. Okay? All right? So but that's the most important part. Excuse me. That's the most important part. Funding your account and then getting paid and at least knowing about the withdrawal system. Okay? Yeah, so this was the account that started with $300. And by the end of the cycle, it was like $1,200, $1,300. Okay? So over here, if you haven't seen this before, this is good. This shows it. Started off with 30 packs, so that's $300, right? Times 10. Started off with $300 at 28%, and once it hit 150%, once it pays out 150%, it expires. So expiring is a good thing. You want these packs to mature. You want them to mature. All of these matured by the end of the cycle. All of these 28 and 30% ones matured by the end of the cycle. So it shows, hey, this is going to be 450, right? 570, 930, 930, 1080, 11 something, 1240 or so. So you see what I'm saying? This shows right here, hey, this is going to pay out $1,240, $1,240 if all of this matures. And that's what happened. We let everything mature, we let it compound, and then we made sure it matured, and then we started drawing the money out. Now here's the thing too. If some of you see this and you're at the end of a cycle or whatever, what have you, okay? People look at this 0.5% as if it's a bad thing. It's not. It's not a bad thing. Even if you're getting paid 1%, it's not a bad thing. 0.5% per day, okay? That's a lot of money. Here's why. Most people will get a part-time job to make $1,000 or less per month. Okay? A lot of people out there will get a part-time job or a side gig, a side hustle, something. And if they make $1,000 a month, they're happy. Right? But with this, right? Look at this. I just showed you. This turned into $1,200. This is going to turn into $1,200 within 2 weeks or so, right? And if it was more money, it would turn into, $12,000 easily. This account wasn't even done right. See, they missed days. See the gap here? There's like a week gap in between here. August 1st, August 8th. There's a whole week of no activity. This account wasn't even done right. They could have hit those numbers, within a few days. They didn't need 2 weeks to do this. So, if you do this right, you can make $1,000 a month off of this 0.5% easily. Because if you're getting, let me see if I do the math right. If you're getting about $40 a day, right? $40 a day, $30 a day, somewhere around there. $30, $40 a day at times 30 days, right? That's $1,000 in a month. Right? $30, $40 a day, 30 days in a month. That's $1,000. So most people think that this 0.5% is terrible, but it's not. Because in order to make $30 a day at 0.5%, see if I'm getting the math right, you need $6,000. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. I'm pretty good with numbers. $6,000. $6,000 at 0.5% would pay you $30 a day. Now, you're not going to take $6,000 of your own money. You're taking $6,000 of built up money, compounded money, system money. You get what I'm saying? And that's locked in, guaranteed, every single day, every single month. $1,000 a month coming in all the time. So that $22,000 that we had, right? We couldn't draw all of it out. But we had about $9,000 or so dollars sitting there, almost $10,000 sitting there, right? At 0.5%, let's say it's 10,000. 0.5%, that's $50 a day. At 1%, right? That's $100 a day. $100 a day. Think about it. That's $3,000 a month. $3,000 a month. If you put in $4,800, that's what the big account started off with. It started off with 4,800. You got to pull out a few thousand of that. And then on top of that, you start getting paid $50 or $100 a month. Excuse me, $50 or $100 a day. So that's $3,000 or $1,500 a month. Forever. Is that not a good deal? That's an amazing deal. That's an amazing deal. If that 4,800 turned into 23,000, and if we had actually taken the whole 23,000, which would have meant that we wouldn't be able to pull any money out. Let's say if we didn't draw any money out, it was the whole 23,000, right? And we only got 0.5% on that 23,000. Remember, we put 48. There's 48 of real money. The rest of the money is just made up from compounding and the system and the way how this whole thing works. 23,000 at 0.5%. You're talking about like, I think that's $1,000 a day. But let me look. Let me just see. 23,000. It's $115 per day. Okay? $115 per day. Which would be $3,400 per month. $3,400 a month. So you end up earning almost as much money as you put in every single month. That's an amazing investment. All right. So don't get greedy, guys. 0.5% is great. If especially if there's not enough money in a system for you to draw everything out, use the 0.5%. You're gonna get paid that every single day for life. Or for as long as this continues to operate, and that's pretty good. So all right, we're pretty good. I guess tomorrow everything should be done with that whole, with the system being reset and everything, and people can fund their accounts and deposit their Bitcoin. If anybody has any questions or anything, shoot us an email, text us, whatever.